Hey friends, welcome back to Magus of the Frog. Hope you're having a lovely day. And my oh my, I can't believe Aetherdrift is just around the corner, racing towards us. So I figured in these last 2 weeks, why not let's revisit some of the decks we played this past season in Foundations, updated with maybe a few changes here and there. And I'll be spending my deck building energy on upcoming Aetherdrift decks and brews. And whoo, spoiler season has been so juicy. There are so many cards I want to work with and build for the upcoming set. So I've been working on a top 5 deck ideas to try before the set releases. I'll probably release that video sometime next week, so please look forward to that. And I'll play those decks during the first 2 weeks before the metagame shapes up and everyone calms down on the brewing, myself included. But today we are revisiting Golgari Deathtouch. This is actually a deck I have been playing a lot off camera. It is super fun. It is very different than the traditional Golgari Midrange decks that utilize Unholy Annex quite well. This is basically a deck building challenge for me to build Golgari without the Annex. Not because it's bad or anything. In fact, it's such a good card. It's just something new. And I like the deck building challenges. So let's see what we're working with here. In terms of interaction, we're playing 3 copies of Cut Down, 3 Duresses, 3 Nowhere to Run. So very familiar cards in the Golgari list. We are playing the rest main board. I felt that with the Pixie decks nowadays and a lot of the, the pretty bad matchups for Golgari, like the control decks, Duress is pretty good. And we're playing 3 copies of Hunter's Talent. Just great in terms of providing such a wide range of utility in a Deathtouch deck. It's a removal spell. It provides reach with level 2, allowing us to trample over with some damage. And level 3 allows us to get some card advantage later in the game. So super impressed with this card so far in this Deathtouch deck. And then we're playing 1 copy of Maelstrom Pulse. This is almost necessary nowadays, given how popular go-wide strategies are. And it's just great against problematic permanents like, Storm Chaser's Talent in the Pixie decks or the Dimir bounce decks. And then we're playing a couple of creatures here that you might not see in traditional Golgari. So we've got Tinybones, Finn the Fangbearer, and Honest Rutstein. These really are cards that you probably won't see in Golgari lists, but the others here are very familiar. We got the Dread Knight, we got the Preacher, we got Glissa Sunslayer, and we got Children. So still a lot of legendary creatures, but we're really just playing towards a resilient board state here and having an alternative win condition with Finn the Fangbearer. We're playing 24 lands here. Very similar to a lot of stock Golgari lists. The utility lands are mostly pilot preference, and I like to play with Demolition Field and Fountain Port. A lot of people like to bring in Soulstone Sanctuary just to offer more creatures, and I think that's a totally valid choice. For our sideboard here, the great thing about green and black that I've found this season is that it really gives you a wide range of options on what to do for your sideboard. I love that in terms of versatility and trying to adjust your deck against the metagame. So for the sideboard, we got Ghost Vacuum for graveyard interaction, but green has stuff like Frillback or Scavenging Ooze if you want something different. We got Anoint with Affliction just to help out with some of the more hard-hitting aggro decks that utilizes death triggers. The Mice, the Cacophony, Scamp. We've got Neutralize the Guards, great against Dimir or any decks that utilizes X1s a lot, such as Mono White Control. A couple of copies of Artifact and Enchantment Hate with Paw Patch Formation and Terra Sunder. Great cards here. Terra Sunder has also been main board in a lot of recent Golgari lists, so that's really cool to see. And then we're playing 3 copies of Obstinate Baloth. It's not usually the the best against the Pixie decks, even though sometimes you get a free 4/4. But once in a while, it's almost necessary, depending on how your opponent built their decks. And the 4 life really is what offsets the damage from Hopeless Nightmare. All right, guys, let's see what we do here, how we do with this deck. Like I said, Aetherdrift is coming up, so these next 2 weeks, we're just going to revisit some decks I've brewed this past season, and really hope that I come up with some really good Aetherdrift decks. I like I'm telling you guys, the spoiler season has got me so giddy with all of the different cards that we can play with in 2 weeks. And yeah, I'm actually going to be playing ranked today. I haven't been able to get to Mythic in my Timeless deck. It has just been too difficult against the current meta game of Timeless. So I'm going to hope to get Mythic before the season ends, and we'll use this time to play and revisit old decks to do so. So thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate you. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and your subscription would be heavenly. Thank you so much. Hey, nevertheless, just glad that you're here. Sincerely appreciate ya. All right, guys. I'll see you for the first match. Let's get it. Okay, first match here. I think I'll keep this. We don't know what our opponent's playing. We have a turn 2 play, and Shouldered is just very powerful. Okay, so maybe the Simic Terror deck. Okay, 3 Shouldereds is a bit too much. Okay, so we got a Storm Chaser's talent here. Looks like they didn't play it, so maybe they're going for a very quick terror here. Yeah, because now they can play it with 1 land. Okay, so we're just gonna utilize our mana here. Got nothing else to do, so we're just gonna know where to run this Otter here. See if they bounce our Fin. Okay, they're gonna bounce the Fin. I'm okay with that. We've got plenty of Shouldereds here, so we'll just start putting them down. Looks like they have a Eddymerc. Yeah. Ooh, here comes another Terror. Okay, well, we get to keep up Fin plus nowhere to run here. Okay, so even better, we got Maelstrom Pulse on their Terrors. And nowhere to run makes it so that we don't have to pay the ward costs, and then we'll play Fin here. Still not out of it though. If they can tempo us out, they can make it so that they can attack through this Fin. Okay. Alright. Able to get there. We'll play Shouldered here. This cut down doesn't really do anything. But just in case they're able to get an Otter, we can save that. Okay, now we'll start gaining life if they don't deal with the Shouldered. Looks like they might get Beanstalk here. Okay. That is going to allow us to... Ooh, okay, they're going to return this. Interesting. And I will block here. Okay, well, I'll still play Shouldered here. And keep up nowhere to run. Not that it matters too much right now. We can deal damage to them every time they draw. And the thing about Simic colors, it doesn't really easily deal with Shouldered. It can keep bouncing it. Okay, I think I have to just cut down this otter here. And then this town ain't good enough, ain't big enough. I might have to Restless Cottage that away. Yeah, let's do rest first, I guess. Ooh, they had another one. Okay, not bad. So against them, there are many things we can do. Ghost Vacuum is something we can do to hopefully take care of this town ain't big enough and remove instants and sorceries from their graveyard. That's certainly better than playing Cut Down, so we'll remove Cut Down. Nowhere to Run is still relevant, given that our opponent has ward creatures. And then I think Tear Asunder is something that we can entertain. We can also possibly play Neutralize the Guard against their Otter lines, but hard to say. I think Honest Rutstein is sort of it's a great card, but it's sort of the weaker card here because they don't have a lot of hard removal. And I'd rather play something like Tear Asunder instead of Honest Rutstein. And we'll still have 20 creatures, so I'm okay with that. Okay, let's try this. Okay. This looks like a keepable hand. We just don't have green mana, but we do have a card draw here and a demolition field just in case. Okay, here's a bushwhack. We'll start off with Tinybones here. We were able to draw our green source. Okay, here's an Up the Beanstalk. Would love to get something to destroy it, but looks like we won't. And I can draw a card here, or I can put pressure by putting a 3-2. I think that's what I'll do. And then I'll pass here. Okay, let's attack. Looks like they'll take 4 here. Okay, and unsummon. Okay, I'll play Restless Cottage here, and then I'll just play the 3-2 again. Here's a Seed of Hope, getting a Tishana's Tidebinder. Okay, so I'll go... Yeah, I'll go Swamp here, and then I'll attack. And then I think I'll just play another one of these. And then pass the turn, keeping up Nowhere to Run. Yeah, and I will Nowhere to Run this. Simply because it's good to have Nowhere to Run in the battlefield anyway to deal with their 5/5 terror. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they can play a terror if they want to. It looks like they have an Edinburgh Crab. So let's attack here. The likely Edinburgh. Yep. And then what we're going to do is we're going to play Tinybones and kill the Edinburgh with his Hunter's Talon. Yeah. And then we'll level it up. Then hoping to just draw more removal spells, really. Okay, I'll play Demolition Field here, and then see if they attack. I mean, if they Eddy Merc. Okay, they do. Oh, going for those. Okay. Well, in that case, do I activate Restless Cottage? They might have a Tishana's Tidebinder. Let's see. Is this Tishana's Tidebinder? Okay, it is. Will they trade with it? They will. Okay. I'm kind of okay with that. I'll just level this up. And then hopefully we can start drawing cards from it next turn. Looks like they found a Terror. But they don't play the Terror, which tells me they might have another Eddy Merc Crab here. Okay, they do. So, do we Restless Cottage? No, I don't think so. I think we just play Finn the Fangbearer here and keep up Fountain Port to offer as a chump blocker. Looks like they have a This Town Ain't Big Enough. A Monstrous Emergence. And an Up the Beanstalk. And a Terror. Okay. So our opponent is drawing quite a lot of cards here. We're kind of just on chump block duty mode here. Ooh, and Ghost Vacuum not very useful anymore. Yeah, we might have to just be on chump block duty here. I'll still play Ghost Vacuum because this can get us a lot of creatures. I can get Deathtouch creatures with this. Okay, here comes a double This Town Ain't Big Enough. And I don't think we can... Yeah. We can make a token there, but they'll still push in with 10 damage. Okay, so bit worse there. I think instead of the Ghost Vacuum, given how quickly they fill their graveyard anyway, we'll just bring in Pop-Patch Formation and maybe Rutstein. Okay, maybe one Ghost Vacuum is okay. Yeah, let's try this. Okay, game 2 on the play here. Don't think we can keep this one lander, so we'll mulligan. Oh, game 3, sorry. Okay, this is much better. We've got Terra Sunder to deal with things like Beanstalk. So we'll keep this, and I think I'll put away the Cottage. Cottage or the Forest? I think the Forest. We'll start off with Duress here, see about maybe getting some sort of bounce spell from them so that this Glissa can easily deal with something. And I actually don't need to use it right now, so I think I'll Cottage first. Okay, and then... Do Do I fin? Yeah, I think I do, actually. Let's see if we can get in there. Okay. Okay, now we'll duress. I'll play a land first. There's a cash grab, getting back Beanstalk maybe? Or a land. Okay, we'll take this. It's the only thing we can take. And then how many do they have? They got 1, 2, 3, 4. So they can finally play this Eddie Merc. And then I'll play Glissa here. They'll have another Eddie Merc for next turn. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Let's move to attacks. They'll likely tap these down. Okay, and then I think we'll play Tinybones here. And then pass. We can keep up this Terra Sunder to deal with something. Okay, here comes a Tolarian Terror. And then we'll just use this. And then I'll trade this. And then I think we attack with both. Let's see. Okay, no Eddie Merc. Yeah, I'm happy to attack with both here. Looks like they trade with Finn. We still get the poison counter because of First Strike. We draw a card here. Oh, they're going for the Finn. Okay. Well, we have another one, so that was lucky of us. Okay, well, I'll block here. We're not gonna really win by poison, but dealing with their 5/5s is something that I think is important. Okay, I think... Let's go to attack, see if it's an Eddie Merc. Okay, it's an Eddie Merc. Which means we just Restless Cottage here. And then I don't even know what to take out. I think this town ain't big enough. It's probably the best candidate there. Okay, we have them down to 9. They got 8 power on the board, so it's a 2-turn clock for them. Then we have Pop Patch formation for this. Okay. I can gain 3 life with this. So I think it's Pop Patch formation, destroy this. And then attack with Restless Cottage just to make more food tokens. Well, I actually messed up because if they draw a bounce spell, they win. Whoops. So next turn, I have to make sure I use the food tokens, I think. Okay, we got really lucky there. Let's see, they can do 10 damage if they draw a bounce spell. So let's do Restless Cottage and attack here. I don't mind if they kill our Restless Cottage here. I just want food tokens. Okay, pass the turn. Here's sleight of hand. And then we draw... Let's see, we gain 2 life here. 3 life. Okay, so we can know where to run something. So we'll go draw card. Play this. Ooh, I think we do that later. Yeah, no, we need the blocker, so let's play that. And then pass the turn here. Block here, and then nowhere to run this Tidebinder. Okay, Shieldred is great, so we'll do Shieldred. They didn't have a bounce spell, so this is safe to do. And then hopefully win next turn. Okay, so we get to do this plus Shieldred. Oh, very nice. So, kind of mess up there by attacking with that Restless, I think, and giving them out. But not too bad. Okay, second match here. Ooh, this is a good hand, I think. We get to turn 1 Duress, see what we're working with. I'll start off with the Swamp. And then I think Annex here is the biggest issue. Yeah. We can work around Cut Down by playing Glissa or this Preacher. And then I think I'll just draw a card here. And then their Edict, I can get back whatever they Edict away with Honest Rutstein here. So I guess we'll play Preacher. They're gonna Edict it. Okay, and then I can go Glissa. Yeah, I'll go Glissa. Because it'll be nice to do Rutstein plus Preacher next turn. If they kill Glissa this turn, we can Rutstein and play Glissa next turn. So that's something to consider. Okay, they're just going for Shieldred instead. Let's see, how do we deal against this? I think we attack to see if we draw a removal spell, and if not, we'll Rutstein into the Preacher here. Okay, no removal spell, so it will have to be Rutstein into the Preacher. Let's see, they can play the Bloodletter. That's going to be tricky for us. They can cut down the Rutstein. Ah, okay. They're going for Ritual Chamber. They're gonna put a huge clock on our life total here. So we kind of have to draw cards. I have to attack with Glissa just to kill their enchantment. Okay, so I'll destroy Annex here. Play that, and then play Dreadwood, Mosswood Dread Knight while we can. Play this tap. I guess technically I should draw a card here. See if we draw a removal spell. Okay, no removal spell. So, very close to just dying here. Yeah, we're just dead to this Bloodletter. Okay, we'll pass the turn here. Pretend we're keeping up our removal spell. But yeah, Bloodletter here is just game. Okay, well, we had some draws there to try and find removal spells, but unfortunately didn't quite make it. So let's see what we can do game 2. Against them, Paw Patch Formation is the probably the better removal spell than Cut Down and Nowhere to Run. So we'll bring those in. I think Tear Asunder is also just pretty good against them. So we'll take these out. I still want Maelstrom Pulse, Hunter's Talent, and Duress. I think that's a given. And then we can bring in one more card. We can bring in Anoint with Affliction just to deal with things like Unstoppable Slasher and their Demon Token. So that's something to consider. I'll play 1 for now. Let's try this. Okay, game 2 on the play here. I think we'll keep this. We got a turn to Finn, and hopefully we draw cards to play our 3 drops. Looks like our opponent mulligan there. Down to 5. Here comes a Duress, maybe. Gonna get likely... a Dreams of Steel and Oil. So now they probably see that we're not the normal Golgari here. Play Blooming Marsh, and then if they don't play anything that I can kill here, I might just Paw Patch Formation. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this to draw a card. Yeah, because I really need another land here. It didn't draw land, so I'm gonna have to draw a card here. Ooh, oh no. Not looking good for us. Yikes. Okay, our opponent was able to basically resolve a Annex there. We'll play the Glissa Sunslayer just in case we're able to kill it. But it's unlikely. They likely have a removal spell here. Okay, there goes Edict. And Deep Cavern Path. Alright. Mono Black control is pretty good against these mid-range decks. Okay, so Preacher, or we can double spell. I really need to start developing my lands here, so yeah, this is probably better. And to be mana efficient, I'll play Dread Knight. So here comes a 6/6, and the clock is ticking now. We did use our removal spell, unfortunately, to try and find land. So hopefully we can come back here with some draw spells, some draw from the Preacher. Ooh, another Unholy Annex. Oh my god. Opponent. Being too mean. Okay, we're down to 2, so we're pretty much just dead if we, yeah. Even with this Terra Sunder. Okay. Is there an out? I have to kill their demon. They have a Soulstone Sanctuary. So let's see what the Preacher draws. Oh, I can't draw. Because we're not the highest life total. Oh, oh well. This looks like it's game. Let's just give our opponent a good game there. That was brutal. See you next match. Yeah, we got rocked. Okay, match 3 here. We can't keep this one. Unfortunately, 1 lander. Okay, this is much better. I think I'll put back one of the Dread Knights. Then I'll just start off with Swamp here. Oh, we got a Blooming Marsh, so I'll play that instead. Here's an Up the Beanstalk. Ooh, another Blooming Marsh. Not really what I wanted to see, because we've got quite a bit of lands already. But I'll draw a card here. Okay, so against Domain, it seems. Okay, let's look at their hand here. So let's play Duress. Ooh, that's a lot of removal spells. I think Leyline Binding is probably the best one. Yeah. Okay, and then mana efficient to use the Dread Knight here. So a lot of removal spells we have to work through. They can just Overlord here and start burying us with all of these tokens. Okay, so not sure what to do here. We have to work through all of this removal spell. So I could have Demolition Field there to get rid of their Everywhere token, but I want to just develop the board. I don't want to attack because they have Elspeth Smite. So I think I just have to do Tinybones and then Glissa here. Then no attacks. Ooh, another Overlord of the Mistmoors. This is gonna be very difficult for us to come back from. Okay. I'm trying to think. Do we have a reasonable out here? Maelstrom Pulse, I guess, is something we can work towards. Alright, we're gonna have to start attacking. There's just no way we can win here if we play passively. Okay, here's the Elspeth Smite. And then I think we'll just know where to run. Yep, the one blocking Tinybones here. Okay, they still have 2 Get Lost and maybe even... Oh, this looks like a Sunfall. Oof. Yikes. Okay, I might have to just concede here. Yeah, I think Maelstrom Pulse is the only thing that can really get us back here. but oh, they're looking for Atraxa as well. Alright, well, that's game. Let's move on to the next one. See what we can do sideboard wise. We're gonna bring in all of our enchantment hate here. And then neutralize the guards is also quite good against their Mistmore lines. So I want that. Definitely keeping the duress. I think cut down can go and nowhere to run. Nowhere to run can be useful if they play Zur. But that's such a... yeah, I don't know. It's bad everywhere else, so I don't think I want to keep it. And then taking out one card here, likely from this. I think I'll take out one Hunter's Talent. Okay, let's try this. Okay, game 2 on the play. We'll keep this. We got a turn 2 and a turn 3 play. Usually Domain just sets up the first few turns. So just playing tap lands. They do have stuff like Elspeth Smite and Get Lost to deal with stuff early game. But let's put them to the test here. Okay, here comes an Authority of the Consuls. That is not too much of an issue. Looks like they had a Elspeth Smite. And then I think we'll just go Glissa here. Okay, they play a Surveil land, and looks like they kept it on top. Let's attack here, see if this gets through. Looks like it does, so I'll destroy their authority. And then they did have a removal spell for Glissa, but we don't have a second black source to play the Shieldred, unfortunately. So we'll have to settle for the Preacher here. They still don't have Sunfall mana, but they might have Day of Judgment or Split Up. Okay. Let's see if we can get through here. Okay, Terra Sunder's great. Here comes a Leyline Binding. I think we'll go with Paw Patch formation for that. Yeah. Get to draw a card here. And then I think we'll use the rest of our mana here by drawing a card. They might Sunfall next turn. They did try to Leyline Binding the Sunslayer, so I'm not sure if that means they have it or not. Need another black source here, though. Okay, they're split up. Okay, another black source was great, so I think Shieldred's the way to go. We can also Glissa plus Mosswood Dread Knight or keep up Terra Sunder. Shieldred, I think, offers the most immediate damage, so let's do that. Keep the pressure up. Okay, here comes an Overlord. We can exile that, thankfully. And we'll go Terra Sunder. Let's attack here. And then I'll just play the Dread Knight, I think. They're down to 5. They can Atraxa here. Ooh, they did have the Atraxa. Big yikes. So maybe playing Glissa there would have been better, huh? Because then they have to block. Yeah. Okay. Thankfully drew a Tear Asunder there. So exile Atraxa, attack with just Shouldered, bring them down to 1, and then they draw a card and lose 2 life. Okay. Big yikes. Atraxa, I think we go down to 1, neutralize the guard, and bring in this Hunter's Talent just to get more outs against Atraxa. Although if they go pretty hard with the Mistmore line, I would rather have neutralized the guards. Okay, let's revert that. And submit this. Okay, this looks like a keepable hand here for game 3. We got turn 2 play. Would love more lands though. There's an Authority. That really isn't the best card against us, so I'll still play Finn here. We could have drawn a card if we wanted to, but Finn offers a clock, so I like that. Let's attack here. Looks like they might have a removal spell. And then, please, hopefully we get a land here. Ooh, didn't get a land there. There's a Beanstalk. Okay, land there was great. I think we'll go Glissa. Yeah, Glissa is a threat that requires answering, so we'll play that. Okay. They didn't... They likely have a removal spell here? Okay, a Get Lost. Okay. And then... Oh, really need lands, huh? Okay, we'll go Rutstein getting back Glissa. We have to neutralize the guards if they do anything with Mistmore here. So, let's attack. Just trying to remove removal spells from them. Okay, nothing there. That tells me they are trying to save removal spell for Glissa. So I can go Mosswood Dread Knight and Glissa here. And then get it wiped? Yep. Okay. Well, we thankfully have Shouldered here. So we'll go... I can also Maelstrom Pulse the Beanstalk, but I kind of want to save it for something else. Yeah, I think we'll do Shouldered plus Map Token here. And then we'll bin this Tinybones. Looks like they have a removal spell. Okay, well we can Maelstrom Pulse that. Ooh, here comes a possible... Okay, great that we drew Duress there, so let's Duress, see if they have Zur. Oh my god, what the heck is this? So... I think Leyline Binding is what we get here, and then we Maelstrom Pulse. Yeah, I think we have to kill the Leyline Binding here, unfortunately. They'll be able to split up our Shieldred, but at least they are not able to Zur Enchanter the Shieldred. And then they're gonna split up, so I'm not gonna play Tinybones here. Okay, we'll keep the Glissa. So here comes split up, most likely. And then playing the Zur, animating the Beanstalk. Okay. So we just gotta play out cards here. So we'll go... Glissa Sunslayer and then Tinybones. Just to get some blockers for next turn. Okay, so what do we do now? They can Elspeth Smite something, so I think I have to try and draw a removal spell here. Yikes. No removal spell, so might have to keep up this neutralize the guards just to survive. Okay, no attacks. There's a Get Lost. Okay, we get to kill the Authority with neutralize the guards. I'll pretend to block here. You're gonna Elspeth Smite, and then we neutralize the guards. We'll take 2 from this, and then we get to keep our creatures. Okay, we get to do Preacher plus Dread Knight. And then I think I have to map token. No, I'll just play the Blooming Marsh. Okay. Well, we're at 4 life. We still have outs. Okay, that can't attack yet. They can get in just with Zur. Okay, Demolition Field doesn't really do anything here. I might have to... Okay, I'm gonna use this just to see what's on the top of our deck. Glissa, I guess, is pretty good. We go down to 2. We can play Glissa plus this Dread Knight. And yeah, just hope that our opponent, let's see, do we attack with a Schism just to get a life linker? Oh, I don't feel good about this. But we might have to. Okay. There's the Beanstalk. They draw. Any removal spell here kills us. Okay. So they didn't find a removal spell, and we didn't really draw anything. So I think we have to Restless Cottage here. And then we'll attack with our Death Touchers plus the Cottage. Yeah. Okay, block there. Block there. So we have the life to deal with this Zur. Okay, maybe they drew a land there. Oof. That's scary. Still not lethal this turn. Okay, so we get to chump block here, block here, and then I guess kill the Overlord. Yeah, it's our best bet. Then we have to use this food token. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. Yikes. Drew a forest there, so I think we have to use the Dread Knight. Oh, come on. Come on, deck. Oh no. Oh no. That ain't good. Oh no. Well, that's game, guys. Only thing we can possibly get is neutralize the guards. So attack with both here. But they chump block. Ugh. Okay, attack with both, get a vampire token. They don't know that we're flooded. So maybe they just chump block here. Nah, they saw the line. Yeah, unfortunate that we just drew so many lands there. We had an out. But that's game. Yeah, I'll just let our opponent have it here. The only way we survive is if they make a mistake. But that is very unlikely. Yeah. Good game. GG's. Give our opponent a good game there. Oof. Rough couple of games. Down to Diamond 2, I think. Yeah. Oh well. That's magic. See you next round. Okay, on the play, round 4. This looks like a keepable hand. We'll play Swamp here and pass the turn. See what our opponent is playing. Okay, I think this means we'll just take this time to draw a card here. Okay, Dimir. Well, I'll play the Dread Knight. Okay, they have the Mastermind. That's okay. Let's see if this is a Kaito. Okay, no Kaito from them. They play a Preacher. Okay, we can at least kill that on the swing back. So let's play Finn here. And then pass. I can also know where to run the Mastermind just to ensure that we don't get Kaito'd. Looks like they have a removal spell here. Okay. Well, in this case, since they don't have Kaito, I think I'll just know where to run the Preacher here. So I'll block first, and then know where to run. Okay, another nowhere to run is great, but I think I will Shieldred here. I can also Rutstein into nowhere to run. I think going for nowhere to run is good. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's get through 3 damage here. Let's nowhere to run the Mastermind. And then let's Rutstein back the Finn. Play another island. Our opponent hasn't played any dual lands, so maybe they're playing a budget version. Okay, while I still can, I think I'll play the Shieldred. While it's cheap. I guess it doesn't matter because we can pay for both of these anyway without Rutstein. So I'll just attack here. They can have stuff like Enduring Curiosity. They didn't have a Flood Pits there. And they don't have any double black spells. Okay, just another Mastermind trading with something. Go for the throat. Okay. Well, that's a go for the throat that's not being used on the Shieldred. Alright, so we'll go Fountain Port here, play Finn, and Shieldred. We are at 11 though. Our green sources have been quite painful. Okay, they found their second black source, so they can have Shieldreds of their own. Looks like this is a Kaito. Oh, sorry, an Enduring Curiosity. At least we are able to drain them here. Okay, there's a Spyglass Siren. Looks like they're gonna give the Curiosity. Okay. Thankfully, they didn't bring it to 4 toughness there. This means that we can probably attack here. I'll still keep the Shieldred back, though. Yeah. Okay, we got them down to 7. That means they can't really draw too many cards. So we'll just play Tinybones here and this Restless Cottage. Do they have a removal spell? Okay, no removal spell for Shieldred. There's a Blast Zone that can kill our Tinybones. But they have their own Shieldred, I see. Okay, so the life totals won't change. Then we can create a treasure token here with this fountain port. Let's see. They have 3 blockers. They'll likely block this, this, and this. So we can get them for 2 damage. But that won't be enough, I think. Okay, so this is... Oh wait, we have a restless cottage. I forgot about that. So I think we do go with the fish here. Okay, we draw a card. And then... Yeah, I think it is. So we'll use Fountain Port here. Get the Restless Cottage, and then we swing with everything. I can also... Let's see, they'll block here, here, here. Take 3. But we get to keep up a food token or replay a fin. They have to block our Shouldered, Restless Cottage, and Dread Knight. So Shouldered gets to survive here unless they trade with theirs. Okay, so they're going for that trade. They're gonna go for that, and then are they gonna trade with the Restless Cottage? Okay. Yeah, they didn't know about the trample. It looks like from the Mosswood Dread Knight there. So thankfully they missed that. Okay, so against Dimir, Neutralize the Guards has its uses, so we'll play that. And then I like Terra Sunder because it can exile Kaito and the Enduring Curiosity, as well as their Shouldered. And then less so on Pop Batch Formation. I'll still keep the rest against them. And then I think I like Maelstrom Pulse. I think we can go down on the Tinybones. And then Nowhere to Run is okay. I think it's good because it's instant, so I'll remove the Hunter's Talent instead. And then let's see, we got 12, 13, 14, 15. We got 15 here. I can remove 1 land. Yeah, I guess I'll remove 1 land here. And then we'll go for the forest. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Game 2 here. This looks like a keep. I think I will start off with Duress here just to kind of know what they're working with. Let's see. Negate or Disdainful Stroke? I guess negate. Disdainful Stroke doesn't really do much against us right now. We do need a... Ooh, they drew a Cavern Bat, and I think we will just Mosswood Dread Knight here. Ooh, a Cut Down. I think we'll do that instead. Yeah, and I'll do it now. They know the rest of our hand anyway. I don't want them to possibly draw a negate or something to counter that Cut Down. Okay, so I think it's just Glissa here. They're gonna play Fairy Mastermind. And then this Disdainful Stroke can get our Shouldered, so let's be mindful of that. Okay, Okay, no Kaito. That's good for us. I will draw a card here, even though it gives our opponent a card. Okay, we just need a land, I think, to really get this going. And while we can, let's draw more cards. Ooh, unfortunately didn't draw a land there. Oh no, here comes a curiosity. Okay, this will be rough to go against, especially if they animate the Restless Reef here. That's gonna be 10 damage. Yikes, they saw the line. Oof. Okay, well, this might be a loss. We just didn't draw our fourth land in time, and then this one comes in tapped. Let's see. We can keep back Glissa. We can also attack with Glissa to kill this Curiosity. But we can't really do anything else. Darn. Yeah. I guess we'll still play it out. But a Kaito kills us. Okay, they're not going to attack quite yet, so maybe they don't have a Kaito. Okay, we're down to 1. Yikes. Okay, well, we can just keep up Terra Sunder. Do they have a Flood Pitch Drowner here, though? If they do, I think that's game. Let's attack here. Yeah, unfortunately in this game, we just haven't been developing our mana well. Oh, and then especially this. Yeah, that's game. Yeah, if they attack with both creatures in the sky here, which they're likely to do, we are dead. I don't think there's any way we can... Yeah, even if they attack with their, what do you call that? Curiosity here and have us gain life, I think we're still dead, right? Okay, they saw the line. I mean, it was a very easy line to see. So I don't think there was anything we could have done there to deceive them into not doing that. Yikes, didn't draw... we are playing 24 lands, so I think we just got unlucky there. But now that we're in the play, we have to play 24, so that doesn't really happen again. And on the play, I think we can bring in Paw Patch Formation, or we can bring in Anoint. I think Anoint is better. And then I'll take out the Sorcery Speed removal here. And then maybe I don't even go Duresses. I'll just go play the board. Okay, let's try this. Okay, game 3 on the play. I think this is a keepable hand. We got Finn, and then some removal spells. Tinybones would have been great last turn, but we'll take it. Okay, so let's go to attack, see if they have a Drowner. Okay, no Drowner. Okay, so an Anoint means we just play Finn plus Tinybones here. Okay, they play a Swamp. Here's a Deep Cavern Bat. But that's okay, I think. Yeah, we get to... Either of these will be able to remove the bat anyway. So we might as well remove it now, because I'm going to remove it during their turn anyway, if they had a Kaito, so let's just get in for 4 poison damage here. Okay, they play a land here. Looks like they are going to do Blot Out. Okay. Well, at least we drew Shieldred there. They don't have anything here that we can get. So we'll attack. And then play Shieldred. See if they have like a Go for the Throat, maybe. Okay, no Go for the Throat. At least they didn't think they needed to use it then. Looks like they're just gonna pass. Okay. Well, I'll play Finn here. Main phase. And then see if this is a Drowner. Okay, no Drowner. Maybe a Enduring Curiosity. Okay. Trades with the Tinybones, maybe. Oh, okay. No trades. They get 4 more poison counters here. We have neutralized the guards. There's an Anoint, but we have them down to 10. Now down to 8. So poison is not even what we're trying to win with here. Ooh, it looks like they're gonna attack, so they're gonna take 2 more damage. Ah, okay, interesting. You're gonna go for a Kaito here, and then putting stun counters. If they surveil, they're dead. I guess we haven't been hit yet, so they don't draw cards. So I don't think they would do that. They just, yeah. Okay.
Control the fight, control the outcome.
I think I just untap here. I can neutralize the guards to possibly find something. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find something here. Yeah, drawing 2 lands, they're terrible. Okay, Glissa is something. I think I have to keep back this Tinybones. Okay, so I'll play Glissa here and I'll just pass. That way we have 2 Deathtouch creatures to deal with this Kaito. And we can hopefully kill them with Shieldred triggers. So, let's see. Enduring Curiosity is not a winning play here. If they stun something, they'll lose their Kaito. We have Demolition Field next turn available to us, just in case. Yeah, they really need removal spell here. Thankfully, we have Shouldered and Glissa, which both warrant a removal spell. Okay, they're gonna go for the counters here on Glissa,
Take a break, will ya?
but that means their Kaito is now in the graveyard, which we can get with Tinybones. Ooh, and Nowhere to Run is super good there. So let's play Tinybones here. I mean, let's attack with Tinybones. See what our opponent does. Okay, a Curiosity. Does that mean they're gonna trade with it? I think I'm just gonna push in damage here. Oh, okay. I'm actually okay that they negated that. Yeah, I think they have to block here. And we'll keep up Demolition Field. They'll take 2 more damage from the Shieldred. We're at a healthy 22. If they try and Restless Reef, they just die. Because I don't think they have a way to gain life in their deck. Okay, very nice. Able to get a win against Dimir there. Not too bad. Alright, let's play one more game. Okay, last match of the day. See if we can get a positive win rate for this session. We're on the play. I think this is a keep. We'll start off with a Restless Cottage. And then keep up Cut Down. For next turn. Okay, there's Llanowar Elves, so I think we have to kill that. Yeah. I can also play Tinybones. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll do Tinybones plus cut down the Llanowar Elves. And then next turn, we can either Nowhere to Run something, or Tinybones can get a Llanowar Elves out of them. Okay, they're playing Golgari colors. They had a removal spell. Honest Rutstein allows us to turn 3 Shieldred next turn, even with this tap land. So I think I will play it. And if they kill the Rutstein, we can at least keep up Nowhere to Run. Okay, they had to go for the throat. So I guess we'll just keep up Nowhere to Run here. Okay, there's a Mosswood Dread Knight. And I think just to use our mana efficiently, we'll play Nowhere to Run here. Even if it gives them back the Dread Knight, we have Shieldred, so they'll take more damage if they replay it. Ooh, do we Duress? It's not mana efficient, so I don't think I will. Well, we'll take the risk here by playing Shieldred. Okay, no instant speed removal there. Okay, here's a Glissa. Plus a Llanowar Elves. Okay. We have our own Glissa, so let's duress them first. Nothing to choose here. So I think we just Maelstrom Pulse this Glissa. Or play our own. Yeah, I don't think I would Maelstrom Pulse any of their other ones. Like, Glissa's the best target there. Let's attack with Sheoldred. Okay, they take it. And then they'll take 2 more from this draw here. They'll likely play Thrun. Ah, they're going for Preacher. Okay, I guess they wanted a Deathtouch creature. But that's okay because we're just gonna hang back here and play this Glissa Sunslayer. And not even bother attacking the shoulder here. And if they don't draw a removal spell, we get to block favorably with Glissa. Okay, they're down to 7. Once again, we have 2 creatures that want a removal spell. Okay, not too bad. Able to win there. So they're playing... they're playing Thrun. So Maelstrom Pulse can still get Thrun. That's really good. And Hunter's Talent. So let's see. Target creature you control. So we have to use this on a green key creature in order for it to target Thrun. Against them, I think Cut Down might be good, but in the creatures that we've seen, Sunslayer, Preacher, and Llanowar Elves, and Thrun, only Llanowar Elves and the Dread Knight were cut downable. So maybe no cut downs. Okay, let's remove cut down. Instead, let's bring in Terra Sunders, just in case they play the Annex route of Golgari. And then I kind of am okay with that. With this list. Yeah, let's run this. Okay, game 2. I think this is a keep. We have some powerful creatures here. We don't have anything to kill turn 1 Llanowar Elf. But it looks like they didn't have one anyway. They did mulligan once. Okay, they're just going for a 3-2 here, which I'm okay with. If they play Annex here, we have Terra Sunder. Just a Glissa. Okay, so we'll play our own Glissa. Unfortunate that we've been drawing lands, though. Okay, Shoulder's Edict. They get to attack for 6 here. So we really need some removal spells. Yikes. Drawing 3 lands in a row when we already had quite a few lands in our starting hand. That's rough. Ooh, and they had the removal spell there. So unfortunately, just didn't draw any interaction this game. Yep, and we drew another land. Okay, that's rough. Alright, no problem. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so I think now that we're into play, cut down becomes a bit more relevant. But I don't know what to remove. I think we'll remove these, at least one Terra Sunder. Yeah. Okay, we'll go down We'll play one cut down just in case. Okay, game 3 here on the play, looking for interaction. Not the best interaction here, but it's still a removal spell, so I'll keep this. Okay, our opponent mulligans here. I'll play Tinybones and just hope we don't get flooded again. Ooh, not looking good. Attacking with Tinybones here. Yikes. What is happening? So we'll attack here. It looks like they have a removal spell. So I don't even want to play the Sunslayer. Okay, much better. Mosswood Dread Knight is one of the better draws there. So we'll attack with that, and then I'll draw a card here. And then I'll play the creature portion. Likely gonna get removed, but Dread Knight is the one card that we don't mind at all. Oh, unless they have Anoint with Affliction. Okay, well, we have Hunter's Talent here, and we can play their Glissa. So, that works out really well for us. So let's attack them and steal their Glissa. Here's a Preacher. We get to kill that with Terra Sunder. There's a Go for the Throat. But I think we will level 2 this, making so that our Tinybones gets Trample. And then attack here. Ooh, they shouldn't have blocked. Because now we get to play their Glissa. And they lose their Preacher. And then I'll play Llanowar Waste here and play Tinybones. Okay, really good game for us. Our opponent is quite on the back foot. If they play something that we can tear asunder, we have it, but it looks like they just duressed it away. There's an Anoint. And we're just going to level 3 this. So we get to draw a card. Looks like they might have another removal spell here. If they do, I guess we're okay because we have another Glissa anyway. Yeah, it's no problem. Okay, so we can Shouldered plus Glissa here. That's going to be quite brutal for our opponent. And then we draw a card. Duress is great there. If they end up keeping something in their hand, but they're incentivized to use it right away. So there goes Shouldered. They can't really attack here. Okay, very nice. So not too bad. One pip away from Diamond 1, but I think we'll end it there. See you at the outro. And there you have it, guys. Ended up going 3-2 today, so pretty good. Went on a positive record, and we lost to, let's see, we lost to Mono Black Control and Zur Domain. So some control decks. We almost lost to Simic Terror as well, another control deck. And from what I've heard, the Golgari deck, that's very typical. The Golgari deck is really good against the aggressive decks where your black removal spells and your really strong creatures can really fight them on the board. But the control decks are a bit trickier. I mean, we are playing main deck duress, so that really helps, but our sideboard is not really catered to dealing with those control decks. So something to keep in mind there. And the other thing is we are playing a non-traditional list of Golgari. I think the Annex version of Golgari tends to do better against control, so something to keep in mind there. Nevertheless, really enjoy this version. As you saw, the um, unique cards we have here, like Tinybones, is a superstar in this deck. Really offers a strange and weird type of threat that our opponent has to navigate through. Same with Finn, just a great defensive card and offensive card. And then Hunter's Talent just really shines in this kind of deck where it acts as a removal spell, it provides reach, and it provides some card draw if it ever comes to that. And as you saw in our games there, we were able to grind out. And really, once momentum is in the favor of Golgari, it does super well in the mid to late game. So didn't really get to fight any aggro decks today, but that's where this deck really shines. So thank you so much, guys, for hanging out today and enjoying the content. I really appreciate you. Next week, I'm going to start hopefully releasing some videos on deck ideas I have for the upcoming set. Man, the spoiler season, like I said earlier in the intro, it's just been so juicy. So many different types of decks that I want to play with. So please look forward to that. Just really appreciate that you're here, though. Thank you so much for the engagement. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and your subscription, as always, is sincerely appreciated. All right, guys, what else can I say but have a great day?